Don't do all that shit for me. Do it for yourself. I came here last week, Matt, and I'm going to say this before I say my poem. The slam was awesome. Nice. And I came in at like second round, so shit got like real meaty and potato-y and shit. And I was like, damn, St. Paul's, we gonna win finals again, nationals again this year. I just want you to know that. I already see it. Because if it have anything to do with the people that was on this stage last week on Monday, that's why I came back this week. I was like, damn, I want to see some more of that. Like, it was intoxicating, so thank you. I don't really have a whole lot of shit to talk about. I'm going to share a little short poem with you all. But I got to tell y'all a story since people have been saying funny shit on stage. Because I realize now I'm like getting older, you know. Shit is like happening, like law of gravity is coming into play. So, gravity, stay grounded, okay, calm that shit down. All right, so this is what happened. Last week, I was at the Blue Now for a little hot minute, you know what I mean? And this drummer, I ain't gonna say no names, but this drummer came up to me and like hit me on the ass with a drumstick. And so I was like, wait a minute, you done lost your goddamn mind. You don't beat the ass. Not when you over 35 plus, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta massage the ass. It's like an upward motion thing. Because gravity comes into play. If you start beating it, you're gonna knock the motherfucker down. I ain't gonna be able to pick it back up. Okay, I'm gonna quit. I just had to let that shit out. You know what I mean? Just note for the, you know, hey, 35 plus, no beat, massage. You know, it's a rub in the upward motion. You want to keep things up. You know what I mean? You rub shit. You don't beat it. You only beat it and smack it when it's 20 and under. When it's up, you know, over that, you got to keep shit up. You want to up. Okay. Oh, fuck that. What'd you say?
Do not look 35 plus.
Don't even, we ain't going to talk about that. Okay? We going to leave that for whatever it is that's working. Goddamn it, if it ain't broke, we ain't going to fix it. I'm going to talk about that shit. Okay. So, this piece... Don't fuck with me. I've been here since 8. I done had some Purple Rains and some Rasta Wings and shit. Okay, this is poetry. That's what I came to do. So this piece is called Poetry Used to Be. Poetry used to be where we could go amongst our own, tell the truth about what's really going on, look a lie in the face and make them liberate, remove self-hate, and then demonstrate. See, poetry used to be more than colorful words put together to make a motherfucker sound clever. Poetry used to be solutions to all that's nonfiction, because my reality needs diction. That's why I have words, felt and heard. It's the pulse, it's the rhythm in our walk. Poetry used to be the start of new life like spring in concrete that give you that bounce back. Or when you jerk your neck and say, child gone, this is my life, not a damn poem. Poetry used to mend broken hearts. I think that's the reason why they came up with Hallmark, because ink travels, writing my name next to your name with stars and hearts saying I love you, because poetry used to be sincere. It meant something when it poured out of you. Now people just write because they got a show to do. Poetry used to be engaging, statements and declarations marked by dim lit rooms, incense and you. Poetry used to keep the possibilities in romance, pouring out one's soul in song, spraying on your favorite perfume or cologne. And on letters, it made you feel better, and you kept it tucked in your pillow sheet, and the anticipation grew deep. Because poetry used to be sincere. Poetry used to be where you could yell out loud, fuck the president and the legislation, and nobody had their hand in their pocket, because you knew who you came with, and we stood on every word that we spit. See, nobody straddled the fence. Our delivery was intentional, and life can be multidimensional. We all see different shit, but we do what's right just because the principle of it. See, poetry used to be our mission, to live each and every day in such a unique way that we touched every aspect of it. You named it all for me, so let me put it together and see what it looked like. Poetry looked something like collard greens and cabbage, fried fish and potato salad. See, I'm a scientist, and poetry only has to make a little sense. I think somewhere they call that shit politics. See, poetry used to be tight. Rapid breathing would flow so sweet that you didn't need a beat, just clean in your delivery. We talked about more shit than change and being free. We uplifted who we be. We are poetry, wrapped in metaphors. I think you lost the last of your revolution when you started singing that song War and started questioning, what is it good for? Because poetry used to be our fight. And I'm at war until we get our shit right. We are poetry, all the controversy. I say, what the fuck is going on so long as this microphone is on? And you know what? You just so happen to call it a poem. Hey, poetry, when you done being commercial, come holler at me. Thank you.